Good morning, everyone. I am up and at 'em. It is currently about 7 o'clock here in Texas. I am headed to Roswell, New Mexico today. We're going to be, I can't speak. We're going to be spending the day there. I'm going to go to the UFO Museum, and I am wearing my shirt, my alien shirt, as you can see. So I'm very fucking excited for this. This is like a big deal to me. This is going to be really cool. It's going to take me about 3.5 hours to get there, roughly. So I'm going to go down to the lobby, eat some breakfast real quick, just something light, and then I'm going to come back here, get my luggage, and we'll be on our way. Also, I forgot to give you guys the grand tour of my hotel that I've been staying at, so here we go. All right, so I just figured I'd give you guys the hotel rundown. Because that's what I did last time. This one is actually nicer than the last one that I stayed at, which is cool. The last one was good, but not, exceptional by any means. But this is the hotel. Very comfortable bed here. They say that this is a single, but this looks like a queen, this looks like a queen to me. I don't know. Anyway. Bathroom. This one's a lot bigger. This is a big fucking bathroom. It's like very spacious. But anyway, that's not really that important. It's nothing special. I'm going to go ahead and, like I said, head to the lobby, get some breakfast, and then I am going to be on my way to go see the aliens. All right, guys. I just left Amarillo. Now I am driving through Canyon, Texas, on our way to Roswell. And before we leave Texas, I just gotta do this one last time. Just one last time, okay? Just humor me, right? Can we say that plants from Texas are dumb? Can we say that shoes from Texas are dumb? I know that was kind of cringe, but I had to do it. I had to do it in the spirit of Texas. I'm sorry. All right, folks. I am at the Roswell UFO Museum. I will let you know how it goes. I'm going to get some pictures and some videos while I'm in here, as much as I'm allowed to anyway. And I'm so fucking excited, dude. This is going to be fun. It's going to be fun. All right. Stay tuned. All right, guys. As you can see, I've made some new friends. Say hello to Kenny and Roger. They're going to be following me around for the rest of my travels. All right, guys, I am at the museum. As you can see, I have made some new friends here. This is apparently from the television show Making Monsters, from the Travel Channel or whatever the fuck. But, yeah, pretty cool. Guys, so I am currently at a rock shop. They've got a bunch of crystals and weird rocks and fossils and stuff. I'm not gonna record too much because sometimes places of business feel funny about recording and stuff. But as you can see, got some rocks here. It's pretty cool in here. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. We got a bunch of really cool things. These are neat. These polished rocks. I don't know what's going on with my camera today. It's being weird. I don't know. But I don't know if it's just the lighting in here or what. But we got these. And we got this whole wall right here. I have a deep appreciation for rocks. This amethyst crystal. Amethyst is my favorite, but I'm not spending $1,500 on a rock. That is not going to happen. All right, guys, now that I am done at the Alien Museum and exploring downtown Roswell, New Mexico, I am out here. I think I'm still in Roswell. I might be right on the outskirts of Roswell, but I am at a nature park kind of thing, bird sanctuary. I don't really know much of anything about it. I just saw that it was something to do near me. So y'all know I'm all about new adventures and new experiences, clearly, at this point. So I am going to go explore the nature park. So, yeah. I am at the nature park currently. Very beautiful scenery, as you can see. It's got a little trail here. I haven't actually gotten to the bird bath or whatever yet, but like, I just wanted to give you guys an idea of what the scenery looks like in New Mexico. It's very, very different than what I'm used to back home. Just a lot of, this is what it looks like, pretty much. It's just sort of a desert. There's a lot of just hills with trees on them, and more hills and more rocks and more trees, and hills and rocks and trees. Oh my. No mountains here, really, in this state. But, it's beautiful in its own right. I like it. I think it's really cool. It's different, Very different landscape over here on the west side of things than on the east. But anyway, I'm going to get down to the bird bath, and then I will record some more footage once I get down there. Stay tuned. God damn, look at that view. Holy shit. Incredible. All right, guys, it is 7:45 in the morning here on the West Coast in New Mexico. I had a great time in Roswell yesterday. We saw a lot of really, really cool shit. The Alien Museum was just really cool. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. They had, like, of course, the goofy, like, alien displays and shit. They had, like, these big, tall, gray men. And they had, like, a bunch of, like, these plaques up on the wall that gave information about, like, the first responders that day, and, like, the military personnel giving their testimonies and stuff, and people, telling their own stories about, alien abduction, or not alien abduction, but their encounters with aliens. There was at least one guy who I took a bunch of pictures because I didn't want to spend the time, like, reading through all the information, but I have, like, a fuck ton of information on Roswell now on my phone, and I can just go in and read and see, like, people's testimonies and whatnot.
It was really cool, man. And Roswell's neat, I will say. I haven't fully decided where I'm gonna settle as far as like where I'm gonna get a place when I finally do get a place. Um, I haven't really fully decided like where that's gonna be. Roswell is definitely in the conversation. Roswell is in the conversation. I don't know what the cost of living is like there. So depending, I would definitely have to make a hell of a lot more money than the salary that I make now on average. But more than likely, it's a little more expensive out here on the West Coast to survive. But it nevertheless, it's definitely in the conversation because they had all kinds of gift shops. They had like a couple of metaphysical gift shops while I was there. They had of course, they have a shit ton of alien. Everything's alien, alien gift shops. They had alien themed gas stations. They have an alien themed hotel out here. It's just everything is aliens, all the time. The landscapes are pretty barren, but they're cool. You know, there's just a lot of hills. There's no mountains out here, none, not a single mountain. But it's like there's a lot of greenery, but the greenery is kind of scattered. It's not like it is in South Carolina where you have the mountains and it's all green all the time. It's different. It's just different. It's like a desert with trees. Yeah, that's how I would describe New Mexico's landscape. These are some of the smoothest roads I've ever driven down, actually. So that's nice. Our roads back in South Carolina aren't worth a fuck. They're like all chewed up and look like they haven't been paved over in 15 fucking years. But anyway, so that was cool. Roswell's just a neat little town. I say little, I think it's actually a pretty big town. But yeah, it was neat. It was neat. I would definitely come back here, 100%. It's just a cool spot. I've been a little in my head lately. Last night I had a hard time falling asleep again, but once I fell asleep, I fucking stayed asleep. I slept really well, but I didn't fall asleep at the time that I said I was going to fall asleep. I fell asleep maybe like hour and a half later than I originally wanted to fall asleep or anticipated that I was going to fall asleep. I am headed to the spot, to the Grand Canyon today. I should get there no later than 4. As long as I do my due diligence, I should get there no later than 4 o'clock. I'm a human being. And being a human being, we all have doubts. Everybody experiences self-doubt. I don't give a fuck who we are, Everybody has their anxieties and stuff, Not everyone has anxiety, but everyone gets anxiety from time to time is what I'm saying. And we all have our doubts. And I've, of course, naturally, doing such a drastic thing, I've kind of been like, man, maybe this was a bad idea. What if everything goes south? Maybe I wasn't ready for this. I don't know if I can do this. And I just have to remind myself that I've been overcoming the odds my entire life. What do I mean by that? I mean, when I was a kid, growing up, when I was a child, I had a learning disability. I had a language delay, and I was diagnosed pretty early. I was diagnosed with autism, I think, when I was 5, 6 years old. And I had a language delay on top of that. And, I didn't really talk in normal, complete sentences until I was maybe like 7. I would just quote like Disney movies. Like I would the way that I could only communicate through like Disney movie dialogue. And that's a true story. I'm not making this up. This is real. It's a fact. God, this landscape is so fucking beautiful. I love it. It's actually growing on me the more I look at it. At first I was like, man, this is ugly. This is ugly. But I'm looking at it, and as I'm looking at it, really observing, I'm like, man, this is kind of cool. This is really neat. I like it. I like it a lot. Anyway, beside the point, ADHD. Sorry about that. But that leads me to my next point, actually. My early diagnosis, when I was diagnosed with autism, ADHD, or no, I don't even think I was diagnosed with ADHD. That wasn't it. I was diagnosed with autism, language delay, and mental retardation. Now, I know that some of you are going to make jokes about that. Grow up, please. Now, but that was my official diagnosis. And, you know, my parents were told very early on by a doctor. My parents were told by a mental health professional very early on, listen, he's never going to be able to function in society at all like a normal human being to any capacity. He's never going to be able to hold a job. He's never going to be able to drive. He's never going to be able to communicate like a normal person. He's never going to be high functioning ever. He's not. He might not ever be able to read or do anything on his own without constant assistance and supervision. And they were wrong. They were fucking wrong about every single one of those things. And so I've overcome the odds, even in my own mind. You know, I was in MMA for a long time. For those of you who don't know, I've mentioned it before, but yeah, I was in karate and MMA for quite some time. My phone's sliding a little bit. There we go. I was in karate and MMA for a long time, and, you know, when I first started, I was convinced that I wasn't going to make it past white belt. I was like, there's no way. I'm not going to be able to do it. I'm not cut out for this. I'm not coordinated. I'm not athletic at all. I don't have an athletic bone. I was like, I'm not athletic at all. I don't have an athletic bone in my body. There's no way in hell I'm going to be able to pull this off. I'm going to suck. And I was wrong. As I continued to go and continued to learn and practice and get better and better, I started competing in tournaments, and I started fighting a lot of grown men who were twice my size a lot of the time. And I got better with time, and I became a green belt. I didn't get my black belt. I'm 2 away from my black. Maybe one day I'll go back and get my black belt. I don't know. We'll see. I'm kind of doing other things right now. I have my hand in some other stuff, and I'm really just kind of focused on my travels and my YouTube and music a little bit. So, you know, I don't know. It'll be later in life, probably, if I do decide to go back and do it. But the point is, I was the pity case in my own mind. Not necessarily in other people's mind, but for a long time in my own. Because I felt like my deficiencies sort of defined me in this weird way. And as I've gotten older, I don't want to live like that anymore. I don't want to think like that anymore. Because in a lot of instances, it holds me back. And, yeah. I'm doing this because for the first time in a very long time, I actually believe in myself. And it's an unfamiliar feeling because for a long time I haven't. And it feels good. And as I'm driving down this road looking at just this beautiful land, I feel better, actually. You know, I know it's for a lot of people, it would be such a minor thing, but it's like, it takes a brave person to come out and do this. Like, this is not for everyone. And I'm doing this because it scares the living shit out of me. And that's the only way we grow. That's the only way we grow as people. Is by doing things that scare us. So, I just wanted to come on here and ramble. I didn't even really have a specific topic in mind that I wanted to talk about. I just wanted to get, sentimental and, just yap for a bit. But I will come back on here soon and give you all more updates and things. And I love you all, and I hope that you go out and chase your dreams. I hope you have the bravery to go out and chase your dreams, and I will talk to you all again soon. All right, y'all. So I'm recording this live as it's happening. I'm a little emotional right now. I promise you, the recording, the footage does not do justice. Not even close. But I just wanted you guys to get a little sliver, a little taste of these mountains, because they are the most impressive mountains I have ever seen in my entire life. I've never seen mountains like this. And it's just so fucking beautiful. I just can't. I don't have the words. I just don't. I'm speechless. I don't know if I'm gonna upload this part of the video or the vlog. I don't know if I'm gonna put this on the internet, but because I'm pretty emotional. But I've never seen anything like this in my entire life. I gotta show y'all this, bro. Hold on. I got more for you. I'm just gonna record as I'm going through here. This is unbelievable. All right, I gotta stop. Goodbye, y'all. I'll give y'all an update in a minute. I can't right now. I got I got more for y'all. And again, I'm just gonna leave the camera rolling. I'll put this in the vlog one way or another. Yeah. I think it just caught me off guard. I wasn't expecting, because I was like, as I was driving through New Mexico on my way to Roswell and back from Roswell, it's just, it's literally just a bunch of flat land. There's not much to see. Like, man, I'm technically on Mountain Standard Time. There's no fucking mountains out here. Where are the mountains? Well, we got fucking mountains, y'all. And they may not look that impressive on camera, but trust me, these mountains are unspeakable. It's the most impressive thing I've ever seen. Like, look at that. Look at that. So, yeah.
guys, so this is my view from the gas station. As you can see, very fucking beautiful. Okay, that's as much as I can zone in. Again, I said it before, I'll say it again. Does not do justice, but this is my view.
All right, people. After a very long and very emotional 3 days, I have officially crossed the state line into Arizona. I am here. I am about 3 hours and 30 minutes away from the grounds that I'll be staying at. So I'm very excited. I'm gonna have to go up to HR and figure out what the hell's going on. Fingers fucking crossed I'm able to get checked in today. If not, I'll have to figure something else out. But I'm putting good vibes into the universe. So hopefully they'll be able to check me in. But yeah, this is really cool. It's actually not nearly as hot as I thought it was going to be today, which is really nice. It's quite shady here in Arizona, at least right now. But I feel a lot better. I have a lot less. I've had quite a bit of anxiety today, but I feel quite a bit better now that I have crossed the state line and I'm officially here. Even with my fears and my doubt, can't fucking speak today. Even with my fears and my doubts and my trepidations, I'm still glad that I did this. I'm really glad that I did this. Man, this has been tough. Cross-country road trip ain't no joke. I'm telling you. I probably should have left a day earlier than I did, even, to be honest with you. But we're here. All right. I will keep you guys updated, of course. I love you, and be safe. All right, folks. I am less than an hour away from my destination. I have been on the road for about 28 hours. This will mark hour 29. It looks like it's about to rain a little bit. I hope it doesn't come down too hard, because that would suck. But this has been an insane trip, man. This is going to be one hell of a story to tell one day, like 10 years from now, to people. You're like, hey, guess what I did when I was 27 years old? It's insane. All right, let me show you these mountains. These are the mountains that I'm driving through. I'm sure the canyon will be much more impressive, but these mountains are pretty cool. It's a lot greener in this part of the state. All the other parts of the state that I drove through? I can't speak English. All the other parts of the state that I've driven through, thus far, it's a desert, basically. Just a bunch of reddish, orangish rocks with trees on them. But this is like a forest. It's really cool. It's really fucking cool. There it is, folks. The Grand Canyon, or part of it anyway. There's where I'm going to be living and working for the next 5 months. This is insane. This whole trip has been absolutely insane. All fear and trepidation aside, and self-doubt creeping in, I'm stoked that I get to do this. I really am. Hey, buddy. It's a deer, you guys. Look at him. He's just hanging out, just chilling. Hey! Look at him. There's nobody behind me. It's a deer. Good morning, everyone. It is currently 7 a.m. here on the West Coast in Arizona. I slept like a rock. I slept
heavily. So I feel pretty well rested. I'm actually going to go down to the lobby right now and get some breakfast. And then I'll wait a little while because I have a while before I need to check in. I need to check in at 10 a.m. So I will go do that, and hopefully everything runs smoothly. And I'll be checked into the lodge that I'm going to be living and working at. So stay tuned.
Hey guys, so little update on what's going on. I am here at the Grand Canyon National Park, and I actually have good news. So I was going to run down to the HR office this morning at 10 a.m. I was prepared. I was ready to go in there and get everything, sorted out. But I just got an email from the HR lady saying, because I replied to the email late, and I was like, oh no, what if she doesn't give me housing because of this? Like, what if they're real sticklers about that kind of thing? And then I just got the word about an hour ago, and I just checked my email, and she was like, yeah, no worries, I'll just put you down for 3 p.m. Come check in at 3 p.m. and we'll get your lodging situation taken care of. And I was like, well, fuck, man. I was prepared to come in early, but now I got all fucking day, so we're gonna go explore the park! You guys are gonna get to see the Grand Canyon with me. I mean, I'm gonna get to see it in person, but like, I'm gonna show you guys a video. I mean, it's not really gonna do justice, but like, we're gonna get to see the Grand Canyon!
Alright, guys, we are here. As you can all see. Wow. That's all I got to say is wow. Guys, I don't have words. I don't. Not right now, anyway. I mean, this is unspeakable. I can't describe it. I can't. I'm sorry. Words wouldn't do justice. This is the most naturally beautiful place on earth, I think. I teared up a little. I tried not to cry like I did yesterday because there's a lot of people around. But, I mean, this is insane. It's nuts. I mean, look at this. Look at this shit. How? How the fuck? It's Mother Earth is what this is.
I'm gonna go home.
You guys probably can't tell on camera, but this crow is fucking massive. My Aunt Missy, my Aunt Melissa was not lying. See, look at that wingspan. Damn. Hey, buddy, come here. Hey. Hey. Hi. Come here. This squirrel is letting me pet him. I have never been able to get this close to a squirrel, ever. Oh, you don't like that? Okay. Fair enough. The squirrels back home don't let you pet them. Yeah. I mean, back in South Carolina, you get even within 5 feet of a squirrel, they're running away from you. That's insane. It's different out here, boys. It's very different. All right, guys. Well, this wraps up my travel vlog. This wraps up part 2. So this travel vlog is officially over. Just to give you all an update, I have finally settled in, and I am in housing. Um, I have a pretty cool roommate. His name is V's, or at least that's what he goes by. Glad to have him as a roommate. He's from Sacramento. Him and I talked pretty extensively last night about everything, like upbringing and music and politics and everything. Everything. We just talked and talked and talked. So I think him and I are going to be pretty good friends. So I'm really excited about that. But yeah, my orientation is on the 12th at 7:45. I'm really looking forward to that. And then we will be on our way, and I will give you guys plenty of more content over the next 5 months. You're going to get a lot of videos, a lot of pictures, a lot of stories, more vlogs. I'm going to try to make a trip to Tucson within the next month or two so that I can spread my grandfather's ashes. And that's really it, guys. I just wanted to leave you guys with this one last beautiful view that you could take in with me. And I love y'all, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.